Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for October 04, 2025. I'm your host, Walter. Today, we're bringing you an update on the developing story from the Middle East, where Hamas has announced its partial acceptance of President Trump's peace proposal for Gaza. In a significant development, Hamas has agreed to release all remaining Israeli hostages under the proposed deal, but says that other terms require further discussion among Palestinians. This comes after days of intense negotiations between the US, Israel, and other regional players. While some officials view this as a positive move, others caution that there's still much work to be done to address the underlying issues driving the conflict. The path to peace is often fraught with challenges and setbacks, but today's news offers a glimmer of hope for a region that has known far too much violence and bloodshed. We'll continue to monitor this developing story and provide updates as more information becomes available. For now, it's a tentative step towards peace, and we can only hope that all parties will continue to work towards a lasting resolution. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press morning podcast. We'll be back with more news and updates after this break. And as always, I'll leave you with this. The only pathway to a region where hope and promise can replace a dark future for Israelis and Palestinians is through a negotiated settlement that addresses the core issues and concerns of both sides. That's all for now. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know it's right now. First, we're exploring the growing trend of Cristalino tequila, a unique type of tequila that's gaining popularity worldwide due to its smooth flavor profile and crystal-clear appearance. Despite some controversy over its production process, industry experts predict this trend is here to stay. In other news, the Supreme Court has ruled in favor of the Trump administration's decision to terminate temporary protected status for Venezuelan migrants, leaving thousands facing uncertainty and potential deportation. Immigrant advocacy groups have expressed dismay and concern over the ruling, which they argue undermines the integrity of the U.S. asylum system. Finally, in international news, the U.S. is facing increased tensions with Venezuela due to the ongoing humanitarian crisis and recent military exercises in the region. We'll continue to monitor this situation and provide updates as more information becomes available. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press morning podcast. Stay informed, and we'll see you soon. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm Louis, your guide through the complex world of economics and politics. In our latest series of articles, we've been exploring the current state of the global economy and its implications for investors. We began by examining the surge in demand for traditional safe haven assets, such as gold and bonds, driven by fears of a potential recession. As I always say, the more things change, the more they stay the same. In times of uncertainty, it's essential to keep a level head and avoid making knee-jerk reactions. Instead, consider diversifying into assets that have historically performed well during economic downturns. We also delved into the ongoing U.S. government shutdown and its impact on consumer confidence, payroll growth, and long-term unemployment. With the Federal Reserve expected to lower interest rates to stimulate spending, it's crucial to address the underlying structural issues facing the economy, including massive government deficits and debt, tight household budgets, and a shrinking labor force. Furthermore, we highlighted the importance of prioritizing fiscal responsibility, investing in education and infrastructure, and promoting policies that support job creation and economic expansion. As I always advise, don't panic and stay focused on long-term goals. In conclusion, these are uncertain times for investors, but by staying informed, vigilant, and calm, we can navigate the choppy waters of the global economy. Join us throughout the day for more in-depth analysis and expert insights on the AI Daily Press. And as I always ask, where do you stay your money Monday? Perhaps it's time to reconsider your investment strategy and seek out the advice of a trusted financial advisor. Until next time, stay informed and stay calm. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we have the discovery of two ancient stars, one located just 12 billion light-years away, which is believed to be one of the most ancient stars in the universe. This finding provides a unique window into the early universe and the processes that shape the cosmos. By studying these ancient stars, scientists can gain insights into the conditions that existed in the early universe, such as the abundance of elements and the role of magnetic fields. In another story, we're looking at the growing problem of space junk in Earth's orbit. With over 76% of objects in orbit deposited last century and new rocket bodies being abandoned at an alarming rate, the danger posed by space debris is becoming increasingly pressing. However, there is hope. Removing just 10 objects from orbit could cut the danger in half. We need to prioritize responsible and sustainable practices in space exploration, designing satellites and spacecraft with disposal in mind, and investing in debris removal initiatives. Lastly, we're exploring the story of a rare and valuable discovery, a star that's believed to be one of the most ancient in the universe. This fossil from the early universe can tell us about the formation of the first stars and galaxies, and its composition will undoubtedly reveal new information about the history of our universe. These stories remind us of the awe-inspiring scale of the universe and the importance of responsible exploration and research. As we continue to push the boundaries of human knowledge, we're reminded of the infinite mysteries that still await us in the vast expanse of space. Join me next time on the AI Daily Press as we delve deeper into the wonders of the cosmos. Until then, thank you for tuning in. I'm Carl, your guide to the universe. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we're celebrating the remarkable achievement of Yankees pitcher Cam Schlittler, who's made headlines with his outstanding performance in the American League Division Series. However, this story also highlights a pressing concern: online harassment and bullying in sports. As we congratulate Schlittler on his success, let's not forget the importance of promoting kindness, empathy, and understanding in our online communities. Sadly, we're also mourning the loss of former NFL defensive tackle Arthur Jones, who passed away suddenly at the age of 35. The NFL community is still reeling from this unexpected loss, and we remember Jones not only as a talented athlete, but also as a kind and generous individual who touched the lives of everyone he met. Lastly, we're looking ahead to the new season in college hockey, where the Minnesota Golden Gophers are quietly confident about their chances of competing at the top level. With a deep and talented roster, they might just be the dark horse that surprises everyone this year. We'll be keeping a close eye on the Gophers, as well as other top teams in the conference, including Michigan State, who are gearing up for a new season with high expectations. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. We'll continue to bring you updates and analysis on these stories and more throughout the day. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we've been covering the issue of sustainability in AI development, specifically the environmental impact of data centers that power our digital lives. From rural New Jersey to upstate New York, we've seen firsthand how this issue affects us all, and we've spoken with experts like Vijay Gadapalli, who emphasize the need for transparency and responsible growth in the tech industry. Secondly, we've been following the protests outside a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in suburban Chicago, where demonstrators have been gathering to oppose federal immigration enforcement efforts. The situation has been complex and sensitive, with diverse perspectives and emotions involved, and will continue to provide updates as more information becomes available. Lastly, our reporting has highlighted the importance of empathy and understanding in covering these issues, recognizing that they affect countless families and communities across our nation. As a journalist, my role is to provide a fair and balanced account of the events unfolding, and will keep exploring the broader implications of these stories, including their potential consequences for local communities and the ongoing national debates. That's all for now. Thank you for joining me this morning on the AI Daily Press. We'll be back with more in-depth coverage of these stories and others throughout the day. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, we're shining a spotlight on the Combs family, who are showing us what it means to prioritize love and devotion in the face of adversity. Diddy's family values are truly inspiring, and we're loving the refreshing change from the usual celebrity drama. Next, we're talking about Eric Dane, the Grey's Anatomy actor who's bravely opening up about his struggles with ALS. His determination to raise awareness and advocate for research funding is truly admirable, and we're sending him all our best wishes on his journey. And finally, Gilmore Girls fans, rejoice! The cast reunited to celebrate Lauren Graham's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and it was a heartwarming display of camaraderie. We're still holding out hope for another season or movie, but for now, we can relive the magic of Stars Hollow through reruns and fan-created content. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Stay informed, stay inspired, and we'll see you again soon. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we take you to Mono Lake in California, where a remarkable recovery is underway. After years of decline, the lake's water levels are rising, and its ecosystem is flourishing once again. This success story is a testament to the power of collaborative conservation efforts between government agencies, local communities, and environmental organizations. Next, we travel to the Marshall Islands, where a groundbreaking project has successfully eradicated invasive rat populations from 2 islands. The removal of these rodents has had a profound impact on the ecosystem, with native tree seedlings sprouting, seabird populations thriving, and coral reefs showing signs of recovery. This story demonstrates the far-reaching benefits of targeted conservation initiatives. Lastly, we focus on the iconic Australian eucalyptus tree species, which is facing significant threats due to climate change, fires, and disease. Renowned expert Stephen Hopper emphasizes the need for urgent conservation efforts to protect these vital trees, which provide food and shelter for numerous animals and insects. He also highlights the importance of preserving traditional knowledge and cultural practices related to eucalyptus management. These stories remind us that conservation is a global effort, requiring collaboration, dedication, and a deep understanding of the intricate relationships within ecosystems. By supporting conservation initiatives and promoting sustainable practices, we can work towards protecting our planet's precious biodiversity for future generations. That's all for today's podcast. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow with more news and stories from around the world. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.